My name's Meg Harrison. I own BlackWing Farms, and we are blackwingfarms.com. I'm a little chatty, so is my website. You're going to find so much information there. It's just amazing. And there's that little magnifying mirror up in the upper right-hand corner. So anytime you want to go there and you just type in, oh, let's say you type in rose, or you type in problem, or you type in barking, or whatever, you will get answers. You will get some kicks there. I've got a blog on there called the Good News Blog. Oh my gosh, so that's pretty amazing. And I have snippets of my book on there. So we, I became inspired by flower essences when I was working with teenage alcoholics back in the mid 70s. That I know is a long time ago, but however, working with those teens, there was nothing in the nation. There was one house on the Navajo reservation, Diné, on the Diné reservation in northern Arizona, who took in boys who were having problems with alcohol. And that was the only treatment facility, quote unquote, unless they ended up in the emergency room. But then there was still no treatment for their recovery. So we opened a halfway house in Tucson, Arizona. And oh my gosh, we stayed open for 7.5 years until there was another facility, a hospital actually, that then became available to teen alcoholics in their recovery. So when we were there, we were having really a difficult time communicating with the kids, getting breakthroughs, having them trust us, having them know that we were there for their good. Well, I had been using flower essences on my impatient, shall I say, a little bit angry boyfriend. And so he just kept getting better and better. I mean, I'm just saying. And so I was sprinkling the floor, I was putting a little bit in his water. And of course, these are the remedies, the flower essences that came from Dr. Edward Bach, the British homeopathic physician. Ironically, was a bacteriologist, etc. But amazing man, Dr. Bach. And so I saw my boyfriend getting better and better, more patient, more understanding, less worried about outside sources. And so with the difficulty we were having with the teenagers, I thought, why can't I do that? Well, of course, Dr. Bach, and traditionally these flower essences are preserved in brandy. That was not going to go well for these teenage alcoholics. So instead, I watered them down a whole bunch, and I took a dropper and I dropped them. I just literally put drops on the living room floor. And we had one young man who had been with us for 3 weeks and had not spoken at all, did not to anybody, not a mumble, nothing. He didn't talk to anybody. And we loved him, and we really wanted to help him. He had been in foster care most of his life. And here's what happened. After 3 days of doing this and, sprinkling around on the living room floor, and I thought, maybe this isn't going to work. The kid comes bursting into the office and says, Meg, the Gong Show is on. Now, anybody who remembers the 70s remembers that horrible, cheesy program, and it was called the Gong Show, and it was just, but it was funny. And so this kid comes in, and I was with the director and another counselor, and we were all sitting there, and we were going, what just happened? And this kid came bursting and said a full sentence, used my name. We were just astounded. And what happened was, I go, well, what do I do? And they go, Meg, go watch TV with him. And it was a massive breakthrough. So again, waiting those 3 days was very important, thinking that the remedies were not working. We did the same thing with a terribly abused, horribly mistreated horse at our facility. And we were getting nowhere. And it had been 3 weeks. And I said, I'm not sure. I don't know if I can help this horse. And my son burst out crying, and he said, try longer. And so 3 more weeks, and I was on the horse. And 6 months later, we sold the horse. And it was a beautiful transfer of horse to people to people. So I talked in the last episode about Katrina, and what they talked about down there, the people in New Orleans, what they said was they called Katrina the storm. Like it was the storm. That's all. And one man told me, and this was so important. I know that this changed my life. He said, whoever you were before the storm, you're more of that now. Wow. That was powerful. So I remembered that. And and then fast forward just a few years, like maybe 3 years, we were evacuated for a firestorm here in Southern California. My son and I, two dogs and a cat. And I realized that after 3 weeks of being evacuated, not being able to return home, the fire kept burning, going downhill, coming back up. I lived at 6,000 feet, and the mountains were burning from all sides. And what I kept thinking about this firestorm, and then we had Katrina. I've helped animals after F5 tornadoes recover, and so I started blending. And here we go again, because I saw people who were getting so worried and so stressed and displaced and isolated that they started becoming physically compromised. And so I made this remedy, and it's called After the Storm. And it's amazing. And we are now getting to do this in a 1 ounce bottle. It's got amazing. I mean, I call it my chicken super remedies. It's got the kitchen sink in there. So all the way down to homeopathics, colloidal silver. I have some colloidal silver in there, because the body, I believe this is what happens to me. When we get a good thought, the body recognizes that. When we get good input, the body recognizes that. So I do celery and cucumber, try to do it every day. My body recognizes that I'm trying to help it. So I just believe sometimes it is a recognition, and I need to recognize, salute, and respect that I have been through a storm, and that we all have. We're facing something different right now with the isolation. We're looking for support in a whole different way. And what I want to do now is I just want to talk, and I'm going to leave the idea of the benefits of this remedy up to you. It's called After the Storm, easily found on the website. As soon as you plug into blackwingfarms.com, there's a whole row of dogs and cats and kittens, and right in the middle it says shop all products. We're going to be offering this in a 1 ounce spray, and it's amazing. It's amazing for any kind of cleansing that we might need post-trauma. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. Saul's going to share some more information with us, and please, I am completely available for anybody who needs anything, anytime. Thank you.
You've been listening to Animals Inside Out, brought to you by BlackWing Farms. If you know anyone who could benefit from today's episode, please consider sharing it. Also, if you want to learn more about BlackWing Farms and the incredible natural remedies for mental, physical, and emotional needs of animals, go to blackwingfarms.com and enter Animals Inside Out for 10% off your next purchase. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts, and we'll see you in the next episode.